Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday and welcome to Leicester Fan TV, the biggest fan channel of the FA Cup champions, must I remind you. Obviously, everyone get your comments in. I can see a few of you are already joining and watching, so keep that up. Get your comments in. We're going to be talking about a few things tonight, some news that's come out today as well. And yeah, this is Leicester Fan TV and it's the Friday night Fanzone Show.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
Thanks again to everyone watching, everyone getting the comments in. Let's see who's here. Martin is here. Evening, Martin. That's a lovely looking kebab there in your profile picture. Making me a little bit hungry there, Martin. Cheers for that. Dara is here as well. Evening. Come on, the Foxes and the Villa. Do us a favour. I'll tell you what. I really don't like Villa, but I beg they do us a favour. LCFC Grey. Good evening. Whatever happens on Sunday, I think we are the best team in the Prem. Look at our achievements and we don't spend big. No one else can do it. Yeah, mate. Hard to disagree. Mayan, come on the Foxes. Evening, Maya, mate. I hope you're doing good. Tom's here. Good evening, all. Good evening, Tom. Thanks for getting your comments in. I hope you're feeling better, pal. And let's hope for a good day on Sunday, mate, on the watch along. And Jack's here as well. Evening, Jack. Evening. Right. So, let's get a show underway. Oh, there was one more comment as well. Look at this. Chelsea. Are you supporting Chelsea? Are you hoping Chelsea drop points? Let me know. Lorna. Oh, more comments. Imtiaz, can't wait to see our new kit released tonight or tomorrow. I know. I hope it comes out when we're live. Probably not. I imagine it would have been out by now. So maybe tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. God knows. Last day. I don't know. But anyway, let's get in Reedy. So we'll get Reedy in to have a chat with him. We've got a load of topics tonight. Sorry if my internet's looking a bit slow, but oh well. Here is Reedy. How you doing, pal?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yes, good, mate. Good. Mate, we're not going to be talking much on this tonight, but FA Cup champions, like, it's still unbelievable, isn't it, mate? What a weekend day on Saturday. I mean, you were there. You were at Wembley.
Yeah, it was a brilliant game. It was a brilliant day. It was just a brilliant cup, to be honest, wasn't it? We got all the way to the final. We won the final against one of the best teams in the league at the moment. So yeah, what an achievement that was. We were a bit of a downer when we lost to Chelsea in the Premier League, but still we won a cup. Doesn't matter now if we come out of the top four, but you never know.
Yeah, mate. I mean, that's something to talk about when we've got a couple more people on about, it's the same thing me and Josh spoke about at the end of last season on our first set of shows we did. Disappointment, should we be happy? Should we be... We'll get into that. Let's get Josh in. Evening, Josh, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, lads. How are you doing?
Very good, mate. Very good. Josh, as I was just mentioned to Reedy, mate, has it sunk in finally? It's been 6 days, nearly been a week. Is it sunk in? We are the FA Cup champions.
Yeah, just about. I mean, yeah, the celebrations, obviously I didn't manage to go to the game, but going to the King Power was good. But yeah, just about sunk in. Just like I said, it's shame losing to Chelsea, obviously, Tuesday night, but hopefully make up for that on Sunday with hopefully win against Tottenham.
Yes, mate, that would be massive. Just before we move on, really, to Sunday. There's obviously been some news out today, lads. I'm sure everyone's seen it, and it is that Big Wes Morgan, Christian Fuchs, and I believe Matty James as well, are all leaving the club this summer. Wes is retiring. Fuchs and James, just free agents, I'm guessing. Reedy, mate, I mean, what are your thoughts to the news? You know, I mean, obviously, with all due respect, bigger news and Wes and Fuchs, you could say. Obviously, Matty James hasn't really featured. I think he's played one game in 5 years or 4 years or something. What's your immediate reaction, mate, to the news that's come out today?
Well, when I first saw the first tweet come out about Wes, and I was just like, okay, that's reasonable, and I just knew it was going to come at some point. I didn't want us to keep getting an extra contract for him just year after year after year, waiting for him to just decide to just go anyway. So I'm kind of glad it's done now, even though he's a legend for the club. Fuchs, I got the same thing about last year. We said he wanted to leave, but so we'll do one more contract and then maybe go where else after that. So I don't mind that. And then James, I didn't even know he was still here, to be honest. Didn't even know he was still at our club.
I mean, I think he's been on loan at Coventry, right? He was on loan at Coventry, as Tom just mentioned here. Max is only 9. He will end up at Coventry next, so I think he might sign permanently there. I'm not too sure. I mean, Josh, obviously we mentioned Fuchs, Wes, James. I mean, big Wes. We saw him feature for 10 minutes at the FA Cup final on Saturday. Bit of a shock moment there when he came on. I think there was even an image in the stands of sort of a Leicester fan like that when Wes Morgan came on, and I think he scored an own goal as well, which was ruled out for offside. But all that aside, mate, I mean, as big as a legend that we've had in recent years, obviously you've got Vardy as well and Casper, but and Andy King, but like in terms of club captain. As they think they said about John Terry, captain, leader legend, or leader captain legend, or something like that. What are your thoughts, mate, on Wes Morgan finally? Now he's not going to be part of the squad next season.
Yeah, I think it was about time. Obviously, this season he struggled with. I think it was a back injury, hasn't he? So yeah, obviously club legend. He's been a big part of our success recently. But I think just about the right time for him, probably, and hopefully if he goes on to something like coaching role or whatever, hopefully he's finds some success in that. But yeah, I think it's about time for Wes to retire, but fair play to him, club legend.
Yeah, mate, totally agree. I don't know if did you see the video which the players were all wishing him good luck? Have you seen it, Josh? Have you seen it, Reedy? You've not seen it yet. If anyone hasn't seen it, head over to Leicester's Twitter. Scroll down a bit. There's a brilliant 8-minute video of all the first team players wishing him luck and all of that. A few of them mention his back as well. I think he's got a couple of back problems, isn't he? Which is why he's been out and stuff. But let's get in Ross to have a chat with us about Big Wes. Evening, Ross.
Evening,
how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm throat's still hurting, ironically, from last Saturday. So, yeah, I'm good. It's still not sunk in yet. I'm not gonna lie. FA Cup champion. I still can't believe it. If I'm honest, it's just mental. All right, so
yeah, mate, I totally agree.
Big Wes. I was saying, we saw it coming. It's not like it was unexpected. It was guttering. It's one of them things. I mean, just to think, we're signing for £1 million. £1 million back when we just got Nigel Pearson back. We signed Ben Marshall and Wes Morgan in the same week. And Danny Drinkwater. In that month, we signed Wes Morgan, Danny Drinkwater, and Ben Marshall. Obviously, 2 of them played all right. One wasn't very good. But yeah, it's 8-9 years.
He weren't no good.
Ben Marshall. Well, he was all right.
He was all right.
No,
he was all right.
I was there at Barnsley away when he stuck his fingers at us, so I have a right to that one. But no, it was to think though. He had all partners he's had, and lifting up the top 2 divisions in English football and the FA Cup. But what a perfect time. In his last ever game, obviously, unless he plays tomorrow, I don't know. But his last ever game was an FA Cup final victory. Even though
nearly an own goal
scenario, yeah, the own goal scenario. But thank God, yeah, but he's in the history books if you think about it. But such a great guy. Same with Fuchs as well. We knew he was leaving because he wants to play in the NFL. And Ryan saying, is that right?
I mean, I don't know how far that's going to go, to be fair.
Well, you never know.
I want to quickly ask a question, and I've just completely forgot it, so don't worry about that. Ignore that. There's a comment here about Patrick. He says, some money off the... Oh, I remember what I was going to ask you. I've heard bits. What is the actual story with Ben Marshall? Because obviously you mentioned that. I've heard bits and bobs. What actually happened exactly, Ross?
Right, I was there. We played Barnsley away. And to this day, it is still the worst Leicester City game I've ever seen in my life. Let's just put it. That was 8 years ago. So we were 2-0 down. We were honestly, it was worth. You know the games you've seen in the season, Slavia Prague and Newcastle. Think about that, but 10 times worse. That's how bad it were. We were 2-0 down. They had 2 goals disallowed. They missed the penalty from Marlon Airwood. And what it were, it were coming down to the corner. Obviously, our fans were there. And we were like egging him on, trying to, take the corner quickly. We were literally just walking. It was like we were 3-0 up. Like walking, strolling that now to the next minute. I'm going to put camera. He stuck 2 fingers at us. We were fuming, obviously, End of the day, we're trying to egg him on, set the corner quickly, trying to get a goal back in the game. I mean, we were.
Was that his last game for us?
I don't think it was, but it was more or less the end of his career. And I don't know if you ever heard that under the cosh thing on
yeah,
YouTube.
I've seen it. Yeah,
he actually never apologized for it. He was forced to. It wasn't even him that wrote the apology. It was somebody else. But he had a terrible attitude. I mean, if you actually do watch, I've not watched the whole thing, but I've watched the Leicester part, and he was more bothered about going to parties in Las Vegas, and then I would say representing Leicester.
So, well, that's where he is now. I mean, where is he? He's in like some random.
I think he's retired.
Yeah, he's playing for like, I don't know, bloody Highfields Rangers or something. You know what I mean? Like that equivalent of team somewhere. You know what I mean? But
some players have like gone on to think, they can do better things. But yeah, it's not turned out so well. For example, Joe Matic, obviously not exactly a great name we like to mention, but he moved on to go and bigger things, and now he's at Rotherham.
Well, look at Danny Drinkwater, mate. He's playing in Turkey at the minute.
So
let's get on. Let's get Chris on. Let's get Chris on. He's been waiting the longest, so we'll get Chris on. How you doing, pal?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good, mate. Have you dyed your hair blonde?
The blue hairs died off, unfortunately.
Oh.
But it will soon be coming back. I can promise you that.
Get the Mahrez look.
Yeah. Don't knock Highfields Rangers, Gray says. Yeah, so we're obviously just talking about Wes there, Chris. Someone mentioned here his testimonial will be awesome, mate. I mean, what a game that will be. I'm sure we'll have all the big dogs on there. Eh? What do you think to that?
Oh, I mean, Big Wes is an absolute legend. He's always going to be the man that lifted the Premier League trophy for Leicester City. He's always going to be that. We might win the Premier League again. Who knows? But until then, he's still going to be the man who lifted the Premier League trophy for Leicester.
The first time.
Jamaican to win it. First Jamaican as well to win the
And also, he seriously helped us in the Champions League as well. If you remember that big match against...
where it bounced off his thigh?
It
still a goal.
It's
still a goal.
Doesn't matter how it happens. It's still a goal.
Yeah. I mean, someone mentioned here, I was just about to bring it up. I'll go back to you, Reedy, with this one, mate. Patrick says some money off the wage bill. Morgan and Fuchs will be on big wage. I mean, obviously, we don't know for sure. There's been leaks and stuff, but you'd imagine, with the amount of time they've been at the club, Wes, bloody hell, he's had a few new contracts, isn't he? And I think Fuchs had a couple. So let's say they're on, I don't know, 80 to 100 grand a week each. I'm not sure. That's freed up some cash, a bit like when we got rid of Slimani and Gray, mate.
Yeah, I think thing is, it was always going to happen at some point anyway. So we're always going to get the money back and hopefully get into someone else, obviously younger and maybe to improve the squad. So I think there is a lot of transfer news and rumours about Edouard and people like that. So maybe like both of them wages can go into one person. Obviously, maybe get them to come to us. But yeah, I'd say it was always going to come. So it was always going to come back into the bank for someone else to come in.
You touched on testimonials.
Go on, mate.
There's another one, Morgan loves to have one, but there's another player that should have one. Or I don't know if they ever do joint testimonials, but Andy King, 100%. Yes. Because let's think about it. Andy King's been there, obviously the only player to lift the top 3 divisions in English football. That'll be a record that Andy King will long have.
Oh, mate, just imagine seeing David Nugent back on the King Power Stadium pitch. Oh, mate, I'd love that. I love
David
Nugent,
Nugent.
mate. Oh, I love him.
I love
Knockout,
Nugent.
mate. Knockout. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Lloyd Dyer. Lloyd Dyer.
Oh, do you know what? That's one regret that I'd love to. That's one thing. I love Lloyd Dyer. It's a shame he never played in the Premier League. Even if he played a few games, I would love to have seen him play in the Premier League. That pace. And remember, he scored against Real Madrid. I know Musa scored against Barca. I was there. Benzema and Marcelo scored for Real Madrid. And Lloyd Dyer equally passed Casillas. It were a beauty.
Yeah. Right, and final things on Wes Morgan leaving and stuff like that. Chris, mate, there's going to be a new vice captain now, of course, because you'd imagine Kasper Schmeichel will take over as club captain. New vice captain. I mean, there's talks of Yuri Tillemans as part of maybe a way to keep him at the club with his new contract. Some people are saying Vardy, I've seen. So what are your thoughts, mate?
Well, believe it or not, I'm actually saying neither. Because I personally think if there is going to be a vice captain, I think it should be Johnny Evans.
Good shout.
Because
it's worth a shout.
Absolutely rock solid for us this past season. He's been with us for quite some time, probably as much as Schmeichel has, and Vardy for that matter. So I honestly think Johnny Evans would be brilliant as captain because it's a sort of, well, a semi-fact, I guess, that the best captains are defenders. So, you know, for Johnny Evans to take up the captaincy, or vice captaincy at least, as a defender, I think would do him a world of good.
That's Mark Albrighton as well. That's a shout.
Yeah, I just don't think he plays enough, does it? Well, no, Schmeichel's the captain, isn't he? So it would be vice captain. So, yeah, I mean, Tillemans, obviously, people are saying, I think, Reedy, Tillemans is a big. I'm just getting a bit of feedback, so I'm just going to mute you a sec, Chris, mate. Just going to mute you, but I'll unmute you when I have you next. So yeah, Reedy, a few people are saying Tillemans because might be a way to, you know, add it into his contract, you know, a way to keep him. If you sign this contract, you know, we'll give you this much money. You'll also be vice captain of the club. What do you think to that? And who would be your go-to vice captain?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I was thinking to myself, I'm thinking I wouldn't give it to Vardy just because he'll be going soon anyway. And if not, then he'll be more of a sub, hopefully. You probably are right. I'd say Johnny Evans because he's been probably the main guy at the back at the moment. I wouldn't give it to any of the fullbacks because, like I say, I don't think Yuri Tillemans have been here long enough to earn it. Whereas that when Man United bought Maguire, they just went, here, I have the captain. So I don't think we should rush into it. We need to know who can be a good captain. And I think, maybe Johnny Evans is the one to give it to, I think.
Maybe Ndidi.
Ndidi's a shout, yeah. Josh, any other names you're going to throw into the hat, or who do you agree with if not?
Yeah, I think Johnny Evans, it has to be someone that either defence or midfield, really, and someone kind of central. I think a language barrier could be something as well. Obviously, I think Tillemans can speak decent English, but you need to have someone who can obviously communicate quite well. So I think Evans will probably be the man. Obviously, he's experienced.
Well, I mean, you say you got to be good at English. Isn't Harry Kane captain? I'm joking. Sorry. No, I know what you mean.
Request.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Diabate Club, who I reckon is vice captain. Yeah, so I'm going to Ross. I'm going to have to drop you out for a sec.
Well, I'm going to head off in a second anyway.
Okay.
But I don't know if you have to score predictions or anything. But
I mean, go on. You may as well quickly say.
So
yeah.
Obviously, it's let's be honest. As I mentioned, if we don't, so this is my opinion. If we don't get the top four, it's not the end of the world. Back in the 90s, we got to 3 playoff finals, 2 in a row we lost. Imagine that, the third time lucky we beat Derby. And obviously now, if we don't get it, it's not the end of the world. If we'd have not won the FA Cup, we'd be having a different conversation. If I said to you last year, Lox, if we'd have won the FA Cup and got 5th place, you would have took that, wouldn't you? Let's be honest. Any Leicester City fan would have took that. I know I'm in the top 4 in and out and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, we are not supposed to be there apparently. According to the big people, all these Super League clubs and all that stuff. and everything. So Sunday is a big crucial game. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, we shouldn't be. Yeah, we'll be disappointed. But we'll go again. We build again. We just keep building and building. But my prediction, I'm going to go with. I think we'll win a very late winner. It'll be one. They'll take the lead. Probably Harry Kane or somebody. Probably his last game for Tottenham. I think it is. Could be. Tielemans will score, and I think a last-minute winner from either Schmeichel if he goes up and scores. Hey, listen, Alisson did it. Why not Schmeichel? And
he's done it before.
Well, he has, and then Chris Wood stole his goal. Or Vardy, a late winner, where, for example, Liverpool are losing or Chelsea are not winning, we steal it in the last minute. But remember, if Chelsea don't make the top 4 and we do, we got to pray that they don't win the Champions League. That doesn't mean we're guaranteed Champions League.
No, I don't think that's the rule anymore. I think I think it's done now. I think if Chelsea finish 5th and win the Champions League,
they get it, and the 4th don't get it. Because remember,
are you sure?
Yeah, because years ago, remember, Chelsea won the Champions League.
Well, that's only if Man United win as well, right? The Europa League.
No, that's fine. They win it. But what I'm saying is, if Chelsea finish 5th, win the Champions League, 4th place does not get the Champions League. Because remember, years ago, as I mentioned, Tottenham.
I'm certain they said that five Premier League teams can get the Champions League.
Well, that's the thing.
That's if one of the teams that are in the Premier League in one of the finals of either the Champions League or the Europa League are outside the top 4.
So basically, if for the champion, if we finish 4th, we're all going to be Man City fans on the 29th of.
I don't, Ross. I'm sure it's not right, mate. I'm sure there's Greedy. Do you know a bit more about this?
We need to Google this. Someone Google it.
I had a look, and I think I don't know what his name was. The Canadian guy who's on the watch-alongs on whatever the games are. He said that if there's a team in the top, is there a team in the Champions League final or the Europa League final that in the Premier League out of the top 4, they win the either Champions League or Europa League, they will go into the top 4 place, and then that you drop down. I think.
Yeah, okay, so just so we know, if we finish 4th, Chelsea finish 5th, and Chelsea win the Champions League, what happens?
I think, if I'm right in saying 5th might get it. 5th might get it, I think.
No, what it is?
Yeah. I think it is. I think this is where I read it. There's confusion about this.
Confusion. The only reason I mention it because back in 2012, Tottenham finished 4th, Chelsea finished I think 5th or 6th, and they won the Champions League. Tottenham did not get the Champions League.
Yeah, the rules have changed since then. The rules have changed since then. I'm certain I read that the only way we could stop 4th place getting into the Champions League was if Arsenal won the Europa League.
Oh yes.
If the winner of the Champions League and the Europa League are both outside the top 4, then 4th place doesn't get it because 6 teams can't have a place, but 5 can.
That's where the confusion comes in. Thanks, Christopher.
Thanks to everyone chipping in and offering their assistance on that. What was your score prediction? 2-1. 2-1.
It's going to be 2-1. And it's going to be very interesting. I mean, I'm not going to be in Leicester this weekend. I'll be watching at home this time. It was great celebrations. I know you were there, Josh. It was days. It was amazing. I had to go back to the hotel because I got soaked in beer. Go back to the hotel, go for a shower, charge my phone for a bit, and then go out and party more. So it was fun. So I'm going to drop out, lads. Anyway, but
cheers, mate.
I'll catch you all in a bit and enjoy an 8.
Cheers, pal. Thank you very much for that, Ross. So, Josh, mate, I mean, as we were just talking, we were talking about battle for top 4, mate. I mean, it's going to be difficult. We need to win our game against Spurs and either Chelsea or Liverpool. Either Chelsea or Liverpool to drop points. Go on, Chris. I'll start with you, mate. I mean, what do you think the chances are? Do you think we're going to do it?
Believe it or not, I'm still saying that it is definitely possible because, we're not going to... I don't believe that Chelsea or Liverpool will take their opponents lightly, but at the same time, I don't believe they're guaranteed winners either. Because don't think... It's like Crystal Palace especially will be trying everything they can to make sure that they win because it's going to be Roy Hodgson's last game as manager. So, therefore, they're going to try everything they can. Aston Villa, we know have been a thorn in our sides, a thorn in
They're
everybody's
a
side.
tough side.
So, there is a chance that they potentially will try everything they can as well. So I think it's very much in our hands. The main thing we need to worry about is just beating Spurs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Chris, I'm going to drop you out for a moment. Hang around though, because I'll come back to you. Okay. So if you want to hang around, that's brilliant. Reese, mate, welcome to the stream.
Thanks.
We were just talking there about the battle for top four and all of this, and obviously we have to beat Spurs. Unless Liverpool lose, like, what is it, 3-0, 4-0? What? How many ahead are they? Do we know?
Four
Goal
goals
difference?
there, don't they? Four.
Four.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot, it's a
I mean,
lot.
we could lose, and Liverpool could lose 5. Oh no, we wouldn't need to lose. Ignore what I'm saying. That's never going to happen. But
They ain't going to lose 5 against Crystal Palace, are they?
yeah, I mean, what do you think's more likely, Ross? Reese? Are you thinking Chelsea or Liverpool's drop points? What are you thinking?
I think Chelsea not might. I think they will. I'm confident. I think they will. I think Villa got Grealish back. You know how good he is. I think draw. I think Villa can get a draw. With a fans down as well. I mean, I don't like Villa fans, but they are good fans. No. They do make a good noise.
I had a feeling you were a fan of Grealish, mate. Just something about
Super
you.
Jack.
Yeah, I mean, as Reedy, as Reese was saying there, obviously, I mean, Villa, I really don't like Villa at all. I don't like them. I don't like the fans. I don't like Grealish. But mate, if they do us a favour on Sunday, obviously it's going to be massive, isn't it? And I think I'm going to buy a Villa shit. No, I'm not going to do that. But I'm not going to go that far. But do you think, as Reese said there, Grealish being back in that Villa side, it really kind of boosts their chances of getting something from that game?
Yeah, both teams that is going to play against to try and drop points, it's going to be Chelsea. I don't think Liverpool are on too good of a run to get a loss there. I think, like, you never know, they could lose, but I think they've got 6 wins in a row at the moment, so I think they're going to win their game. Yeah, I think Chelsea when they played Villa last, they drew, I think, as well. So, but that was under Lampard anyway. But I think Aston Villa are a tough side. They're not a team to just easy breeze past. Obviously, we lost to them in the Carabao Cup for semi-final. Yep. That wasn't the worst game we played, but they did as good there. So I think they could do it. They could do Chelsea there and get a draw at least. But in my opinion, yes, we have to rely on other results. But first, we've just got to rely on our team to beat Spurs. Because if that's not the case, then we're done anyway.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Josh. I was just about to say what Reedy said, mate. I mean, we're talking about these other results, but for me, the worst thing would be for one of them to drop points and then us to lose. That would be the worst way to end the season, because it would mean that we haven't done everything we can to qualify. So, what you thought was going into the game, mate? I mean, some people are saying, Spurs, they're just pathetic. Really, they're really, they're playing awful at the minute, but others are saying, well, Harry Kane could be his last game for Tottenham. Will he want to bow out with a couple goals? What are your thoughts going into the game, pal?
Yeah, I mean, it's football. Anything could happen, couldn't it? So it's definitely not done yet at all. I think, although they played poor against Villa, they're probably going to try and bounce back from that. Obviously, just like I said, Kane's last game as well. So it's definitely not going to be easy. But if Villa can play just how well they did against Spurs on Wednesday night, I think it was, against Chelsea, I think they got a good decent chance. But yeah, I think focus on myself winning and then just hope results come through. But yeah, if anyone's going to do it, sure, I think it'll be Villa, so hopefully they can do us a favour. But yeah, we just need to get our win first and see how it goes.
Yeah. Reese, I mean, there's someone put here, such a shame JJ and Barnes had season-ending injuries, as I think if they were in the team, we'd have qualified for Champions League already. I mean, do you think that's the case? Do you think we would have qualified by now? When you look back to, key results, Newcastle, Southampton, the draw after playing 80 minutes with 10, Southampton 10 men. Other games earlier on in the season, was it Fulham? Did we lose to Fulham, I think, or West Brom? I can't remember. No, Fulham. So, do you think if we had these two, mate, I know obviously they weren't the only goal inputs, but do you think we would have, qualified by now?
Probably, yeah. I think, well, not probably, yeah. I think we would. But I mean, we can't just like sort of think about that. I mean, we can't just say excuses and injuries. We have to carry on with the squad we've got, and we have to make sure we've got depth in the squad. I mean, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter and a lot of people on Facebook this week saying if we don't get Champions League football, it's because of injuries. It's because of at the end of the day. If we don't get it, we've only got ourselves to blame. But it's still a decent season.
Yeah, I mean, every cloud has a silver lining, they say, and obviously, Iheanacho. I mean, with Barnes getting injured, we had to switch up, the formation, and obviously we went with the two strikers, Vardy and Nacho, and we found a talisman in Nacho in the last couple months.
Thomas.
So yeah, to Luke Thomas as well. He's a bit, I wouldn't say inconsistent. I think that's harsh. He just sometimes I think teams do kind of focus on him, as a weak point, if you like, and sometimes it does show, but.
He's a prospect for the future. Though. He's one to work
100%. Yeah, 100%. Right. So there's a couple other people waiting. So I'm going to go round to Reedy and Reese now for your score predictions for this weekend. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change it up a little bit. Is I'm going to go with, I want you to predict all three games. I want you to predict Leicester. We'll do Leicester last. So Villa. I'll start with you, Reedy. Villa, Chelsea. What's your prediction for that one, mate? Score prediction.
It's going to be 1-1. The moment I heard about it, just like thinking about who's going to drop points, it's going to be Chelsea. I think if anyone's going to do it, I think it's just going to be probably Chelsea going to be up 1-0, and then we'll hear about it. Then Villa will score and be like, oh shit, now we've got to really step it up because we've got to get the thing. And to be honest, like I said, the players have got to show that we need to beat these today, and they've got to just show, even if we lose, it's going to have to be a tough fight. But yeah, I think Chelsea's going to be 1-1.
And Liverpool Palace?
I think they're going to win 3-1.
Yeah. And then obviously it comes down to us, mate. I mean, your Leicester Spurs prediction.
I'm hoping for a few goal difference, just to hopefully boost that up a bit. But I think it's going to be a close one. I think I'm going to go 2-1.
2-1 Leicester, yeah. Leicester, of course. Ross reckons Chelsea going to lose, Liverpool are going to draw. Where does that put everyone? Does that mean...
I'll be happy with that.
Does that... Obviously, we go third, right? If that happens. But what happens with Villa and... That goes down to goal difference, Liverpool and Chelsea, right? At that stage, right? They'll be level on points.
Chelsea, I think fifth, I think.
If Chelsea lose... They're on 67. If we win, we'll go to 69. So we'll have a 2 gap difference. And Liverpool drawing 67. So yeah. So Chelsea.
And who's got the better goal difference out of Liverpool and Chelsea?
Is Chelsea have got one less goal difference.
So Chelsea would finish fifth. So Chelsea would, yeah. So I mean, who knows? It's going to be a big one. Reese, over to you, mate. Your Chelsea Villa score prediction.
I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2, okay.
Super Jack to get a double.
Ooh, Liverpool Palace.
I don't know. Liverpool will win 3-0.
3-0. And then Leicester Tottenham.
I'm going to go 1-0. The fans back in the stadium, hopefully. Big All Brighton to score. Got them on the back of my shirt now.
All Brighton.
I'm going to wear that shirt on Sunday, so hopefully. All Brighton on the back, he might score 1-0. 1-0 Leicester.
Lovely. Right, Reedy, Reese, thanks for coming on, guys. And we'll see you whenever. I'm sure you'll be on Jamie's and after the watch along and stuff. And if not, I'll see you next Friday. So yeah, cheers, lads, for coming on. Appreciate it. Thank you. Right, so let's get in. I can see Chris waiting, and I can see Gray waiting, and Mayan. But before I do that, I'm just going to quickly bring on Sean. So we can get his prediction for this weekend. Hello, Sean. Yeah, good mate. So what do you think about the game this weekend, mate? Do you think we're going to win against Tottenham?
Yes, we will win against Tottenham.
And what's your score prediction?
My score 5-0.
5-0. Oh, that will be good, mate. That'll be good. And do you think that will be enough to get us top 4? Do you think we'll qualify? Do you think the other 2 might drop points?
I think so. Yeah. And well, I'm going to the match
Oh, are you? You're going to be at the King Power?
Yeah.
That'll be good, mate. So you'll be cheering on the boys. You'll be cheering on the boys. Hey, Sean, before I let you go, show us what you're going to be singing and shouting to the Leicester players on Sunday. Go on.
Might say, Jamie. Yeah, I might say, Jamie Body's on the party. And I might say, Leicester.
Come on.
Lovely, mate. And before I let you go, because obviously we'll see you on the watch along, hopefully anyway. But give us your best. Come on, you foxes, for everyone at home who's watching.
Come on, Leicester. Come on.
That's it, mate. Thanks for coming on, Sean. We'll speak to you soon, yeah?
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Thank
Cheers,
you.
Sean.
Brilliant from Sean. Right, we'll get on Gray and we'll get on Chris for their score predictions for this Sunday. I keep going to say Saturday, but because we played last Saturday. But let's get Chris on first. Hello, Chris. Again.
Hello.
And we'll get
Shawnee.
on. Yeah, Sean, top man Sean, and we'll get Gray on as well. Hello, Gray.
Hello, mate.
How you doing, pal?
Yeah, good, you?
Yes, very good, mate. I'll start with you,
Good,
Gray. This Sunday, mate, I mean, we're going to be keeping our eye on 3 games, obviously. Leicester, Tottenham, Chelsea, Villa, and Liverpool Palace. What do you think is going to go down, mate? Do you think who's going to drop points? Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Who's going to fall out of the top 4?
Honestly, I don't really care. As long as we beat Spurs, I think we've had a great season. We've won the FA Cup and we progressed on last year. Yeah, it's a shame we've dropped out of Champions League position, but what a season we've had. So, in my opinion, we're progressing. We're progressing. And all these people jumping on the bandwagon, flipping heck, we've dropped out of the Champions League and this, that, the other. We've won the FA Cup, man.
Yeah. I totally agree, mate. I mean, I was listening to an interview with Rodgers earlier on today, and he was saying, that people can say what they want about obviously bottling and all of that, but there is, as you said, Gray, progression. We have improved on last year. We've got more points than last year. Even though we're in the same situation in terms of top 4, we have more points and we've played better football.
Yeah, we have, and we've had injuries the same as other teams.
Yeah,
but other teams have moaned about it. Liverpool, United, everything else. Do you know what? We've lost 2 massive players this season. JJ Harvey Barnes, and do you know what? We've just gone on with it, and we've done it quietly. Okay, yeah, Madison was a miss, and he's still not right. Pereira, he's still not right because he's bottling tackles. But do you know what? We do what Leicester do. We get on with our business quietly, and then we make noise at the end. We've won the FA Cup. In my eyes, we've had a great season.
Yeah, I totally agree, mate. So, what is your score prediction for the Leicester game Sunday?
My mother-in-law will hate me for this. Harry Kane will always get one against us, but I'm going 4-1.
4-1 Leicester. Lovely, mate. Quality. Cheers, mate. Cheers for coming on and giving us your score prediction. Before I let you go,
me out like that, are you?
Hold on. I haven't finished yet, mate. I was going to ask you for just a quick comment on Big Wes, mate. Obviously retiring now at the end of the season. What do you think to that, mate?
It was always coming, wasn't it? I think if rumours are right, he's got a job lined up on the backstage of Leicester. But I read somewhere earlier that wouldn't it be fitting if they started Wes and wasted a substitute on 5 minutes to get a standing ovation, this, that, the other, is what John Terry did when he was at Chelsea. I think he's been tremendous for us. What a bargain. Ain't the fastest, but he ain't half put shifts in for Leicester. And do you know what I mean? The guy deserves the thingy. that John Terry got. Sorry, I've had a few. What did John Terry get when they subbed him at Chelsea? The guard of honour going off the pitch.
Yeah.
I think for
it's a big game though, right? It's a big game to waste a sub in, mate.
Jesus Christ, man! It's
he only makes two anyway.
It's 5 minutes.
To be fair, though,
Brendan doesn't make any. Brendan doesn't make any, does he, until the 80th minute anyway?
Yeah.
But you got to think though, it's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely that Evans is going to play, which has also been confirmed by Rodgers. It's very unlikely he's going to play. True. So therefore, Wes, I think, would be a solid sort of substitute for that, because we need that experience at the back. We really do.
He ain't fit enough.
Is he gonna manage like 5 minutes in a game after his FA Cup final 10 minutes? I think he needs about 2 years of recovery after that 10 minutes, to be fair. But no, Gray, mate. No, thanks for coming on.
Give him 5 minutes and give him the standing ovation.
Yeah, I agree, mate. Cheers for coming on, Gray, giving us your thoughts on the score predictions for Sunday, and also Big Wes. And we'll have you on again, obviously, whenever you're free, whenever you click the link next. All right, mate. Oh, he's gone. I didn't press that. Great, it was you, Chris. Sunday, your score predictions. Who's gonna? Yeah, Villa Chelsea.
Villa Chelsea. I have a feeling, and a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on this one, but I'm going to go for a 0-0.
0-0.
I really think it's going to be a rock solid defense between them both. So I think 0-0.
And Liverpool Palace.
Liverpool Palace. As much as I would love for Palace to win, because I've got a few friends here or there who are massive Liverpool supporters, I think unfortunately Liverpool are going to take them to the ground. I think it's going to be possibly 2-1.
Okay, and then finally Leicester City versus Tottenham.
I don't know, Lox. No, I'm gonna have to go for again. I'm gonna have to go 2-1. I agree that Harry Kane. I can't stand him, but I know that potentially he's brilliant scoring against Leicester, so I know that he's going to potentially try and finish his last game for Spurs with a goal. But then again, as I honestly think we can potentially try and keep him at bay, but then there's Son to look out for, and he's again he's got a bit of a record, so I'm going to go for a 2-1.
Brilliant, mate. Cheers, Chris. I'm sure we'll see you on Jamie's show on Sunday anyway. The Aftermath show. So yeah, cheers, Chris, and we'll speak to you soon, mate. Thank you. Finally, Josh, over to you. Score. Yeah. I haven't asked you yet, have I? Score prediction: Chelsea Villa.
Might go for Villa win. 1-0 Villa. I think it would be definitely a close game. I can see a late goal for Villa, probably Grealish. Liverpool Palace. Yeah, I can see Liverpool winning, so I'll go 2-0 in that one. And Leicester Spurs will go 3-2 to Leicester. It'll be a high-scoring game.
3-2 Leicester. Quality. Right. Cheers, mate. Just before you go, as always, check it out. Sportser. Are you going to be? I'm sure you'll be doing some content over this weekend.
Yeah. Should be planning to do a vlog for the game, so that'll be good. Obviously, I want to enjoy it, but try and vlog the experience of fans who obviously weren't lucky enough to get a ticket. So yeah, that's the plan.
Perfect. Right. Cheers, Josh, mate. Have a good one on Sunday. And we'll speak to you next Friday, yeah?
Yeah, man. In a bit.
Cheers, mate. See you in a bit. As I just mentioned, remember, guys, check out Sportser on YouTube. Just search Sportser. That's Josh's channel. Some quality content there. He's going to the game on Sunday, so he's going to try and vlog some stuff and get it posted. Hopefully, he's bringing home a win. But yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight, guys. Thanks for everyone who's been getting your comments in. A load of you who are watching still. Please, I'm not begging, please. Well, I am begging a little bit, but if you can, it'd be much appreciated. Head over to YouTube, or if you're already on there, scroll down, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because we're getting very, very close to 7,000 subscribers. I don't know exactly how far away we are, not too far though. So if you could please drop us a subscribe, that would be much appreciated. We want to get to 7,000 by the end of the season. It would be massively appreciated, and we'll do a little giveaway as well to everyone who subscribed. Someone might win something, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, drop a like as well. Jamie will be here on Sunday for the Aftermath show, even though it's a pre-match show. We'll be looking forward to Spurs again there. And then we've got the big watch along, the biggest watch along of the season against Tottenham Hotspur from 4 o'clock, probably start about 3:30 on Sunday, and hopefully we can qualify for the Champions League next season. So cheers to everyone. Thanks for watching. And as we've all heard, Christian Fuchs will be leaving at the end of this season along with Wes Morgan. So what a way to end this show. It is Christian Fuchs. Thanks all.
Everyone, it's Christian Fuchs here. I would like to say a big thank you to our fans and keep having our back for the upcoming Premier League season as well as the Europa League. Keep watching Leicester Fan TV. They have the latest news and they keep you up to date on leicesterfantv.com. So stay tuned and thanks for your support.